5 years ago, it began, sharing stories, connecting us to each other and our home. Finding fresh joy in familiar faces, discovering new and exciting talent, celebrating the best our region has to offer. This October, join us for an online Forest City Film Festival like nothing you've experienced before. This year, we're bringing it home.
Hey everyone, thanks for joining us for the Forest City Film Festival season launch for 2020. My name is Dorothy Downs. I'm the Executive Director of the Forest City Film Festival. And before I start, I would like to acknowledge that we are situated on traditional territory and we are grateful to be here presenting our films and events for this year in southwestern Ontario. London's Forest City Film Festival celebrates the art of cinema through a regional lens, with a focus on national and global films and filmmakers connected to southwestern Ontario. We honor successes, showcase new compelling artists, and inspire future ones. While we have enjoyed wonderful public events for the last 4 years, our 5th year is looking a little different. We have been working very hard since COVID changed our world to still be able to celebrate the filmmakers of our region. We will be streaming our festival across Ontario for much of the festival across all of Canada. Our 28 programs, our 75 films connected to the region will premiere with live streams and Q&As, and then will be available for people who missed the premieres until November 1st. So 1 week of back-to-back premieres and then availability to watch them on your own time for almost 2 weeks. We really want people this year to festival their own way.
This year at the Forest City Film Festival, you can sob, blow your nose, and get your germs all over the place while watching a drama with a close friend. And keep a very safe distance. It's the festival your way. This year, at the Forest City Film Festival, you can ask questions in our virtual Q&As without having to put your pants on. It's the festival your way. This year, at the Forest City Film Festival, you can host a movie night with your bubble. Or you can get suited up and prepare to disinfect everything. It's the festival your way.
It truly is a year where you can really festival your own way, give it a try, something new. So we've got incredible community support at this festival with over 34 sponsors, 6 granting agencies, and over 55 volunteers and team members. This is a grassroots event that couldn't happen without an amazing team. And even though I can't take time to thank everybody individually at the moment, I would really love it if you would go to our website and look on the About page to see who our team is. They are fabulous. So before I get into the films, I would really like to tell you a little bit more about some amazing things that are happening around the festival. Starting on October 17th, but mostly revolving around the weekend of the 23rd to the 25th, we have an incredible series of industry workshops, panels, and networking events. So if you're an actor or a filmmaker, please check these out. They are really special and you don't want to miss them. We also have an exciting new addition to these industry sessions this year, and this is the Up Close Conversations. This will be of interest to anybody from film buffs to industry people. Our 3 inaugural guests are Victor Garber, Andy Robertshaw, and Chris Pern. From Broadway to iconic film roles, Victor is a prominent actor that grew up here in this region and made it big there in Hollywood. And I can't wait to chat with him. It's going to be wonderful. He's a lovely person, and one lucky person will win a chance to have a 15-minute chat with this Hollywood star. And speaking of Hollywood, Chris Pern is a regional animator, and he has made it big in the big times, honestly. He has most recently just directed a Netflix release called The Willoughbys. And then there's Andy Robertshaw, who has consulted for some of the biggest Hollywood directors that there are in the world. He's a military consultant, and he is going to have some fascinating stories. So make sure to check these out on the website in the Industry Sessions tab. Also, the Pitch Fest is back and getting better known. If you're a filmmaker, the prizes now add up to $12,000 towards getting your film made, so get your pitch ready. If you're an audience member, this is a pay what you can event, and it's fascinating to watch these pitches and to hear the questions that the experts put to the filmmakers. So now every year since we started, we have introduced a new element to this festival, and I am really excited to unveil the new edition this year. This year, we are bringing a music video night. We are a very musical region, and music videos are where emerging filmmakers cut their teeth and where established filmmakers stretch their creativity. So it just seemed logical that in year 5, we would incorporate a music video competition for Southwestern Ontario. So on Saturday, October 17th, at 7 o'clock, we will be opening the festival, actually with our music video night, where 15 official selections will be screened. It's hosted by Zara Habib from Radio Western and Savannah Sewell from Dundas Place. This will be a showcase of our talented musicians and their directors, and we know that our audience is going to love it. So last year, we had a strong presence of Indigenous films connected to our region, and it was completely by chance. But it inspired us to be a little bit more purposeful in this year. So we are screening 4 Indigenous films. We are also presenting a dynamic industry session in partnership with the national organization called Women in the Director's Chair. And this is called Conversation with the Creators, Female Indigenous Filmmakers. The talent of Indigenous filmmakers, not just female, but all Indigenous filmmakers is not a surprise at all, since storytelling is really a key to their culture. So we're very proud to be screening these films and having these conversations with our audiences. So our international screening is the next thing. This is a way that we have of celebrating a newcomer community, a different one each year. And this year, we are celebrating our Colombian friends. Bendita Rebeldia, I got it. Bendita Rebeldia is a 2020 Colombian comedy starring a very well-known Colombian actress, Luna Baxter, and created by a largely female team. So we're really excited to present this unique film to our audiences, and we'll hopefully host a fascinating Q&A with filmmakers all the way in Colombia. So now let's take a look at the films in competition this year. And it is an enormous undertaking to create a film. So a full-length feature that is created to the caliber that we insist on for our screenings is really something to be proud of. We have 9 exceptional feature films in competition this year, and all of them have a connection to Southwestern Ontario. Our website has all of the details on these films, so please go and check them out at FCFF.ca. Now, the website is still being constructed with all the difficulty we've had with COVID. It might take us a day or 2, but they will be up there, so keep on checking. So now to go to the documentaries, the feature-length documentaries. We have got 8 of them in competition this year, and these are fascinating films about urban renewal, animal rights, art, greenhouse gases, interesting people, interesting events, and immigration. It's a fantastic collection. And so I'm actually really happy that I don't have to judge any of these, because I don't know how I would ever choose the top prize. But once again, check out all the details of these on FCFF.ca. So now we have 15 short documentaries in competition this year, all of which have a very strong connection to this region. Some of these films are by returning Forest City filmmakers. Some of the films have strong themes of resilience in their central characters. Some others have beautiful art themes. A few of these short documentary features stories about iconic London experiences, which is kind of cool. And also, did I mention that our films are all put into programs with one short or more, and a feature and a Q&A. So it's a short, a feature, and a Q&A. We call it a film program, and that's what you get when you purchase a ticket. So now let's take a look at the at the short narratives. So we've got 15 short narrative films that range from coming-of-age stories to immigrant experiences to stories of feminine resilience. And this is where we see immense talent in the new generation of filmmakers. A good proportion of these films are by film students and recent grads, like Little Red, Male Gaze, The Sound of a Painting, and all of the short films and short documentaries accompanying our features, except for let me say that again. All of our shorts and short documentaries accompany features, except for two shorts programs that are scheduled during the days. The detailed schedule is available on the website. You'll see it in the top tab, calendar. It's in the calendar. So also, every one of our 28 programs has a filmmaker Q&A with one or more filmmakers. So you can ask your questions if you come to the live stream. And if you miss the live stream, you will see the whole film program with the Q&A. You just can't ask questions. But you can see them whenever you want on demand up until November 1st. So finally, the screen that we've got up right now is our animations. We have 6 charming animations that we scatter throughout the week, and they just show how creative people are. They're like little mini moving works of art. So you'll catch them. They're just snuck in there in different programs. So over the course of 8 days, we have a few films out of competition. Our French screening is Nadia Butterfly and Cusapan. And then we have our Indigenous screenings, which I've already mentioned. And we also screened the winner of the First Take Fanshawe Film Festival. We're still negotiating on a couple of special films. So you will just keep track of us on our socials and on our website, and you'll get all the information very soon. We're looking forward to that announcement. So now we've come to the time where we have got a wonderful run through of a whole bunch of our trailers. It'll give you a much better idea of the films than I could do just sitting here talking to you. So I hope that you will join us for as many of our 28 programs as you possibly can fit in. It's a long time, October 17th to November 1st, so we hope that you can see them all. And I know that there's a lot of content being streamed right now, but we hope that you will choose us from October 17th to November 1st and support our festival. Thanks so much for watching and enjoy our trailers.
Okay, let's take a picture. Abby, smile.
It loves the song. I want it so.
Good afternoon, folks. We're about 10 seconds from your first glimpse of the falls.
I guess you're a local?
I grew up here. This is a nice town, but that thing drives people crazy. Remember I used to talk about the one-eyed boy? I remember you telling me a lot of things. I found a picture.
A lot of history around these parts. An awful lot of history.
Alex Mulan.
Close the door.
Do you know him?
We found him in the gorge.
Are they sure it was a suicide?
You got a curious streak, huh?
Do you know what happens when a body hits the bottom of the gorge? Think swallowing a live grenade.
I want to report a kidnapping.
There are no open or closed cases that match your date or description. That's it?
I'm just someone who saw it.
So what?
Saw them take him. Tell someone. See if they believe you.
I thought you were smart, kid. I thought your eyes were open.
Now you're lying to the cops.
I'm not lying. Another liar. You remember that day?
Whatever you think you know,
You remember this day?
trust me. You don't know anything.
I have to admire the humor of the situation. 4 thieves, locked up, and we haven't even committed a crime yet.
What makes you think they're going to do what you want them to do?
They have no choice.
The plans to revolt.
It's diamonds. A lot of diamonds.
They want us to practice the heist.
I don't think you understand the variables here. We're pawns. Pawns in something much bigger.
We live or we die. Doesn't sound like much of a choice to me. I don't trust her.
You're gonna have to be a hell of a lot smarter about all this if you all intend to get out of here alive.
I'm not here for a drink. I'm here for the diamonds.
My name is Mark Gentile. I was born in Acciarenza, Italy.
What's this?
I was standing there. I had this epiphany.
Oh my God, men and their epiphanies.
Benvenuto in Italia.
Arrivederci.
Mrs. Gentile, I was just sorry to see that your husband closed your retirement account.
I'm sorry, he did what?
Acciarenza. Oh.
It's not like he used to be, you know?
I can't remember what it used to be. I haven't been back in 45 years.
Questo pericolosissimo criminale americano.
No, canadese.
Canadese, America, is the same
I vigneti sono rimasti abbandonati da tempo fa. La gioventù a Eccellenza non ci sta. The answer lies in service to something older than yourself.
You're dreaming.
Sometimes dreams come true.
Hey, Marcello!
Call him.
I don't know how to make wine! Does anybody know how to make wine here? Nessuno. Okay, so we Google it.
We Google. Mo cerchiamo con Google, eh?
This midlife crisis vacation is not fair to Mom. Oh my God, you had sex in the wine.
No, it's not wine yet.
Fa che la vigna in onore di tuo nonno diventi il sogno di noi tutti. Not only for you, but for everybody.
Thank you. I gotta do this. The people, the town, maybe even me.
Salute.
Someone told me I had fallen in love before.
Check out that sky tonight.
I travel through.
Hey, you never know when you might have a conversation. It can change your life.
No, thank you.
I hear you calling from the other side of that.
Excuse me, why are we stopped?
I just want to talk to you, James. James! Really? What's your plan, bud?
Ow.
Well, hello, sunshine. Welcome back.
What's happening?
I'm gonna keep it simple. 12 years from now, you figure out how to send me back in time. I am you from the future. I'm from the future! You're from the future! We, not you, me, you. We are from the future!
Okay, that's good. You're taller than me.
Taller, fatter. Time travel really stretches you out a little bit each time.
I want you to tell me everything. How far back can we go, huh?
A month, a year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years. But you don't even appreciate the time you're in right now. Would you slow down on the croissant? Your ego, your self-righteousness, it's gonna smother all the other parts of your life. Love, joy, family. So I came back to stop you from making that mistake.
What if I can change? I can fix it.
A tiny change today
brings a dramatically different tomorrow.
Oh, I forgot to mention, we can also teleport. I'm kidding, I snuck in the back.
Hey, I'm just going down to see Emily this weekend.
You know, you always just create these problems for yourself.
Yeah, she's going to school, so she's got a place.
This is Oliver. He's my TA.
Nice to meet you, man.
Nice to meet
you too. Yeah. What do you do? You know, the odd job sort of thing. But I'm really focusing on this video game that I'm developing. Actually, she lives with her friend Aaron. He's a good guy.
Yeah, I guess I understand that.
I don't know. I worry that he's just gonna end up in this basement for the rest of his life.
And we got a bit of a situation out here.
That Aaron guy's pretty cute.
Well, do you talk to Emily about this?
Totally. You know, like her and I are super close, and she wants me to be honest with her.
What are you saying?
I'm still in love with you, Emily.
We get along. Anyways, I gotta go. I'll talk to you later. Bye.
I did have a fiance once.
What happened to her?
I really don't want to get into it right now.
If I throw away all of my demons, you have to promise me you'll throw away yours too.
Remember, words that are typically forward-facing: could, expects, intends, trends. What about you, Ryan?
Nope, you covered it all. Nothing to add.
We need a quote today, Ryan. Okay?
I heard Brad got into a fight with his boyfriend at your party.
Man, how's it going?
You're still coming to Sam's birthday party, right? Hey, thanks for coming.
Hey, man. No problem. Happy birthday. It wasn't a date.
Bet you went out, just the two of you.
Did I catch you at a bad time? Hello?
Hey, what are you doing today?
Do you want to come back to mine? Maybe grab like a cup of coffee or some tea or something? Are you seeing anyone right now?
You're a vegetarian, right?
No.
I don't know.
I don't know who to call.
I shouldn't have gone.
We need to have rules.
Like what?
I mean, you can't do anything stupid.
Like this?
What have you guys been up to lately?
Working a lot.
Is that right?
Yeah, lots of work. Paul came home last night.
It's gonna be fine.
People are gonna get hurt behind this.
Like you.
You've been busy lately.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
You could go anywhere. Where would you go?
His name is Luis, and he used to be this famous musician back in Cuba. He even played the Cotton Club. He played with Bauza, Machito, Dizzy Gillespie.
And he told you all of this.
Did you really play with all these people?
Ladies and gentlemen, El Guitarista!
All this nonsense. It's a Cuban boy. Am I right?
Is that you?
Yeah, we know each other a long time since we decided.
Forgotten legend.
And you're sure it's him?
You don't have time to talk to your dad? He enjoys
He's
company.
a drunk. Things are not so simple.
Well, why not? Why can't they be simple?
You must follow our care approach, Miss Ayub. It's created for a reason.
He's a human being.
We gave him an injection.
No.
It was doctor's orders.
Luis is still a dying man. You need to wrap your head around
But that doesn't mean he can't live now.
You and me will teach us. We teach people how to love. How to love.
Hey! Don't do it!
What?
You really want to hear all this?
Yeah.
I've got a house with a couple spare rooms, and you can stay there until,
Why are you doing this for me?
Why not?
She's got a soft spot for ex-cons.
I'm not saying you're not good at what you do, that you don't care, but there are limits.
Hey, I heard about you. You live around here, right?
Right.
Well, mind your own business.
Keep walking the good road.
I'm trying.
I know you are.
There's a reason this is a closed case. No one in your position likes to lose a client.
Her name's Eileen. She was 19 and she died in your jail, but nobody seems to give a damn. Why not, John? Just another dead Indian girl?
He gets too aggressive.
I don't want to fight with you about this, Mina!
I keep thinking if I just love him enough, I can make him better.
There's something broken in him.
She's a homewrecker. Have you ever been married?
Yeah.
How was that?
Difficult.
Why do they always wait until it's too late?
Fear?
I'm gonna find you!
You ever hear that old Chinese proverb? Save someone's life, you're responsible for it.
Tracy, are you okay?
That's a crock.
Oh, wait! Oh.
Sneak up on me, Ben!
It's the only way!
Better?
Madonna Croft. You aren't Paul Croft's kid, are you?
Yeah.
So it's over. You've been dumped. It would appear that your heart has been broken, shattered into hundreds of tiny pieces or thrown out the window of the 137 bus. But have no fear, by carefully following each step of this auditory guide, both you and your heart will be back to functionality in no time.
哇，你的脚好小，你的手也好小，你的脸红彤彤的，好可爱。你是我的宝贝，云玲。
I just want to wrap my head around this a little bit. I can either have a kid right now or my job.
And I have to choose have a kid or kind of almost die?
Okay.
If we're doing the choosing thing?
We're not choosing. This isn't a competition. Look,
good, because I won if it was.
Have we thought about freezing?
Defrosting a human being? I don't want a defrosted pizza walking around the house. I want a kid.
Okay, what about a dog? What if we got a dog?
I don't know. We have a hole in the fence. Why are you getting mad at me?
I'm not mad.
I'm sorry I'm infertile.
I want my whole life to be.
I'm not leaving a house with ripe avocados in it, okay? I'm a grown adult. I'm a fucking responsible person. You don't do that.
Okay.
Hey, do you think your parents are gonna come back next summer?
The summer's not over yet.
Well, might as well be.
It's not over yet.
Don't be such a scaredy. Stop calling me. We got caught last time.
Mr. Perry, Eleanor Roosevelt was once quoted as saying to your wife that your husband is a remarkable man.
The man lived in a humble little home with a peacock.
Oh my Lord, most beautiful animals, but I'd like to just barbecue.
So, who was Walter Perry? For one weekend every summer, over 30 plus years, Walter Perry transformed his hometown of Windsor, Ontario with the Emancipation Celebration, a 3-day midsummer festival in memory of Britain's freeing of the slaves in 1833.
Emancipation Day was the biggest black celebration in all of Canada. People would come up from all over. Whites, blacks, Hispanics, Irish, Catholic, Protestant, whatever.
Walter Perry pulled off the Emancipation celebrations because he was a networking genius.
You may ask, just how big was Emancipation? Walt made it big enough to attract North America's greatest names.
He would have people like Martin Luther King Jr. I met him when I was 8 years old at the Emancipations, before he was Martin Luther King Jr., if you understand what I'm saying.
It was a great celebration, but I didn't really understand then what Emancipation Day celebration was all about black people being liberated, being freed. I didn't understand that back then. What I knew was it was one big party that none of us wanted to miss.
Paying tribute to Walter Perry, Mary McLeod Bethune reminded the crowd the annual event served to blend ideas together and to help people know one another better so that they might be an inspiration to the people who are yet asleep to the need for brotherhood. Despite the success of the 3-day Emancipation celebration, Canadians may be less willing to acknowledge the depth of racist attitudes in their own backyard. But Walter Perry wouldn't let a thing like racism stand in his way. He had a show to put on. To this day, no one has been able to pull off what Walter did.
Prejudices in many ways didn't apply to Walt. Prejudice in many ways was lessened by Walt.
He was the original Mr. Emancipation.
J'ai vu cette décharge-là avec des centaines, voire un millier de personnes, avec les enfants, plein d'enfants. J'ai dit, mon Dieu, aide-moi à faire quelque chose pour ces enfants. Aide-moi à faire quelque chose pour ces enfants.
Nearly 80% of the population lives on less than $2 a day.
Almost half the children under the age of 5 suffer from chronic malnutrition.
Combien de vivants avez-vous aidé? Combien de personnes en détresse?
Alors nous avons construit aujourd'hui 18 villages. Et nous avons aussi construit une centaine d'écoles dans tout Madagascar, qui avons construit nos villages.
La vie, c'est un combat, et pour arriver à un idéal, il faut renoncer à quelque chose. Mon rêve, c'est de devenir un jour, être joueur de football en Argentine. Alors, ce prêtre-là avait 80 ans. Et il me dit, mon fils, c'est pas possible, il faut choisir une chose ou l'autre. J'ai choisi d'être un prêtre.
L'extrême pauvreté est une prison qui tue l'âme et un temps où ça doit suffire.
J'ai vécu 6 soulèvements et chaque fois, on va être le meilleur, on va être le plus vrai et on n'a jamais vu ça. On ne voit jamais le résultat.
On ne peut pas alors amener un peuple vers la ville.
Être la base de toutes nos actions. Hein.
On y va avec l'armée des enfants.
Jamais ce combat ne cessera pas.
Funny thing about our store, we seem to break all the rules of good business, but the customers seem to love it.
A Toronto landmark has been sold. Honest Ed's has been bought by a Vancouver-based luxury developer. Some in the area are already fearing the worst.
I don't know how often it is that an entire city block is evacuated at the same time.
When my dad came here from Portugal, they couldn't afford anything. So Honest Ed's, they always used to come here. Now I'm taking down my dad's memories too.
This is the biggest show Honest Ed is missing.
What happens at this corner will impact our neighborhood for the next 100 years.
We don't want to see developers get their way.
These fights happen every generation, and this is apparently going to be ours.
There's whole histories, community histories that are completely tied to this exact intersection.
We have to be like a writer approaching a blank page. We just have to start with the first word. Act 1, scene 1. That's how we got to approach gentrification.
It's a match made in Marineland. The first time she set eyes on him, she was absolutely smitten. It's certainly not your typical love story.
You were a trainer at one time at Marineland.
Smooshy is a walrus who lives at Niagara Falls, Marineland.
The only way, really, to do a story like Marineland is to have an insider. That was Phil Demers, the first whistleblower.
Over the course of my tenure at Marineland, I was witness to things that people would never imagine.
In response, Marineland's head veterinarian gave Global News a tour of their facilities, insisting the animals there are well taken care of.
I mean, you could talk about we take good care of our animals all you want. Obviously, something's terribly wrong.
That was the choice. Walk away, move on, get a job doing whatever, and look the other way, or save Smooshy.
Thanks for all you're doing, man, for exposing everything. It's so important.
Thanks so much for being here. You see the old man here? He's around.
For a while, Marineland's owner sought to intimidate us by driving by our house and stalking us.
John Haller founded Marineland in 1961.
It's a hobby.
It's a hobby.
He felt a bit fatherly. And so we had some really powerful interactions. I don't remember myself without him. His stubbornness is only matched by the stubbornness of one individual. Me. They sued me for $1.5 million. They sued my girlfriend. They sued other activists. They sued newspapers. They're suing everybody.
I think it's very hard to go up against Goliath. Feels an average person fighting a huge conglomerate. I hate to see somebody ruined over their beliefs.
They lost control of the narrative.
You, sir, admitted under oath to personally consuming controlled drugs meant for marine mammals.
Just fucking tell these guys, save the fucking headache. Give me the fucking walrus and that's it. If I can get Smooshy's story out, they have to take care of her. They have to provide for her better care.
Police got a call from Marineland expressing some concern.
Marineland created me. I am not me. I am the creation that Marineland, they themselves, hope to never create. I am their worst nightmare. The picture's revealing itself here, and it's exactly my worst nightmare. A conclusion. It is my nightmare. Who am I going to be without a fight?
I thought I was working on a light-hearted inquiry into human flatulence.
Definitely have farted many times in my life, and if there is one person that tells you they haven't.
The fart is a rather unique thing.
If someone were to fart right now, we'd all look at that person like we've never done that.
Until I discovered something that woke me up.
Seriously, cow farts are polluting our planet, and that could ultimately lead to the total destruction of all humans.
Are we all gonna die because of farts?
The first time I came across broken instruments was in a closed school, meaning that was a school that had been closed by the school district in 2013, and they had been stockpiling instruments into the gymnasium. And that, in many respects, became the tip of an iceberg that just got bigger and bigger. And that's when I kind of felt that there's something here that we need to do something about.
I haven't thought about my choices a lot yet. Some of my friends from school are going on to high school, and I'm not choosing to do that.
In a year from now, she won't have braids anymore. So I'm kind of like clinging to the last braidings because it used to be a big job, and now it's just sort of the last link with her childhood.
Living flame, spirits far, burning bright in the night, guiding my way.
ما خص جلان العنقرة
لسه من هي بيما ناس شغلين بس إذا شو مسي سيلسي مش خورد قاري عمد بيام بحال منهم مدبيز بشغله مايما يا فتوما تستا it's my mama it's my sister she's sick this is my husband this is my sister it's my sister bed ياك من نافيس ترك أهلي وخبده أهلي مياك البيدرينين الكندا وش مرة زحمتها نوش مرة أهلي مكتك البرنين زحمتها نوع عايشة أنا وقلق بزحمتها أمنا شغلين وراتبي ما تشيقاك أما جاب غير بس خوارنا وتشتكي دي زيدانينا حكومتها بكي زيدانا ربا
أنا أقول لازم أعلم أول شيء اللغة وأروح المدرسة وأريد أحكي بالإنجليزي بس ما أعرف أفتهم ما أعرف وأريد أسوي محاضرات أسوي برنامجات هيجي يساعدنا ورحنا للCCLC يسوي البرنامج ورحنا للخياطة وأخذنا الشهادة وهيجي يساعدنا كثير.
So there's two things that you got to know about me. The first thing is that yes, I am in fact in a wheelchair. I'm not a part of the chair. I'm a man who sits in the chair. And the second thing that you got to know about me is that when you came into the room, you may have noticed that I was wearing one damn good-looking smile. Now, I don't wear the smile because I'm in the chair. I wear the smile because I have the opportunity to wear the smile.
We are the creators and inventors of past challenges and future success stories.
I had to get power into the space so I would have power to run the sewing machine.
The only thing I'd say that's been a challenge really has been the fact that you don't have a real schedule.
Learning to adapt to your current situation and learning to adapt quickly is so important in life right now.
As a designer, I feel it is very important to hold myself accountable for how much pollution and waste I create throughout the whole design process.
The future that I see is one where no one is afraid to push the limits, and everyone understands that sustainability is not a hindrance, but a doorway to innovation.
Melting plastics and tearing out trees. We ask, will this be the environment that surrounds me?